soothing.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have changed your mind and you're
Table 8, how are we doing tonight?
Hey everybody, Dr. Gigglez here from the Hauntapolooza PODCAst. Today's video, we're going to be reviewing Fright Kingdom's Be Mine Forever event that took place over the Valentine's weekend. So without further ado, before we jump into that, make sure that if you're new here, you click that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you share it so that way we can expand, grow bigger, and get to do more stuff with other haunted attractions and so on. And leave us a comment if you went and what you thought about the video, and is it something in the future that you'd like to go do next year? Let's get into it. All right, so we actually went on Valentine's Day. So for those that don't know, Fright Kingdom's located in Nashua, New Hampshire. They do several events. They do normally like Halloween, they do Christmas, and they also do a Valentine's event. Now, before you get into it, like what do you mean? Like Christmas, they have a Christmas overlay on it, done really good. You can see the other reviews, and we'll link it at the end of the video. Also, for Valentine's, what they do is a little bit different. They have a midway where they have props. They have different scenes for like the Christmas and Valentine's event. You can take pictures. They usually have a thing where you can get some food. They got a DJ and so on. And if you're new and you don't really know anything about it, they also, when you get a ticket to like Christmas, or if you get a ticket for Halloween, they have that. They have a projector and it says, okay, now anybody with such and such symbol, go in. So it helps the crowds to help their best to try to prevent a Congo line, because everybody knows when you go to a haunted house, you don't want the Congo line. We know that, but it's done a little bit different for Valentine's. So in that midway, they have the tables, and what they do is they have a meal. They have a caterer come in, and the food, by what I gotta say, is phenomenal. Like, it's really good. It's not all fancied out like if you go to a wedding or anything like that. To me, it's like plain but good, and it doesn't have all that fancy, crappy stuff that a lot of people like, but someone like me doesn't like. So you had your choice. You could get some macaroni, some meatballs, some chicken parm. They had salad. They had some desserts. They had bread with butter. Roll. They had some cake. They had some brownies. They had some cookies, and they were delicious. I hate when you go to a bakery and you get all these like, I don't know. It's the ingredients they use. It doesn't always taste that great. But whoever this catering company is, I love to give them a shout out, because the food that they give is like, it is really good. I mean, think about it, I'm talking about food that they put in a catering even before you get in a haunt, and the food is amazing. So with that, like the cake, it tasted like something like I would make at home, like a Duncan Hines or something box. Same thing with the brownies. They were moist. They were delicious. It wasn't overpowering. Fright Kingdom, if you're watching this, don't ever get rid of them. It's the perfect food, the perfect portions. My stomach was full. I was satisfied. It was delicious. So that's step one. So what they do, they call everybody up table by table, and while you're eating, they have different games for couples and stuff, and it's a hoot. It's funny, and just watching it. I always like watching the games and stuff, just because I get a kick out of it. It's funny, all the stupid stuff that they're doing, and they get some prizes. It could be Fright Kingdom tickets or whatever, and it's really funny. It's a really good time, and I honestly, I really enjoy it. That's why I like going. It's something different. Besides, who wants to continuously keep doing the same old, tired Valentine's thing? And before we get into this, if you're celebrating Valentine's and think that's cool, and you don't have to do it the rest of the year, you're a fool. But why not do something out of the ordinary and something cool and go to this event? So let's get into some other stuff. They have characters walking around, and they have them like decorate. Like they're themed as like their Halloween characters, but they also have like some Valentine's props on the tables. They were giving everybody like the little sweetheart, little message candies, and they had a centerpiece that was all decked out, and then the characters were messing with people, like those little candies with the messages on them. Because they don't talk, they're pointing, and then they say, they're making you dump them out, and then they got something and they're smacking them on the table, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? And it was really cool. So beyond that, it was really awesome. Just like that. Now, mind you, we haven't even gotten to the haunt yet. This is just the lead up to it. So the difference between Valentine's and Christmas, you lose a room. You don't get their first room. For whatever reason, whatever they do, I don't know. But I kind of wish for Christmas that the other room was also open, but I get it. I'm still happy with Christmas. So it's the haunt is decorated how it is for Halloween. Nothing like Valentine's, which is fine. Because I got to say, this time, it was on point. Like, the actors were on point. Like, they were getting Jessica and Danielle, like, all the time. It was crazy. It was awesome. I had a ball, and I was like, wow, this is really good. No Congo lines. It was perfect. Just the way that they had it set up. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to go back next year. Like I said, it's something to do. It's awesome. You can still get your haunt experience on. You know, you love going to haunted attractions. Why not have one in February? You know what I mean? And Valentine's weekend, they did it the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday. They had to open up more because they all sold out. You know, it's limited, so it's not overly busy. It's like a $50, $60 ticket, but you're gonna get the food, you're gonna get the experience, you're gonna get the haunt, and it's really good. The actors are like really good, on point, doing their job. I got 2 little baby complaints. And I made the same complaint for Christmas, and I don't know if it's just something logistic because of the actors, but the music in that chain link area, I wish it was up. But I'm not going to, like, crucify him for it because the room was still chaotic. They had a bunch of actors in there messing with you, and it was awesome. They don't touch you or anything, but it was great. Now, what was the other complaint that I had? Maybe it's not that important because I forgot already. What was it? Oh, in the clown area, they always had a bungee jump guy. Maybe they didn't have somebody to do it, whatever. I always loved that. Because I always loved watching, like, Jessica and Danielle jump and almost fall on their ass. And it's always funny and it's always great. I mean, other than that, all the animatronics, all the props, everything was working. Everything was firing on all cylinders. I mean, even the girl, like, when you first walk in, that chick was crazy. Like, and I love that kind of crazy. Like, I love when actors are kind of over the top. It's really good. I loved it. I thought it was great. I mean, all the actors were just on fire, and it was great. We also did the escape room. We couldn't escape because we're idiots. And at the end, when we couldn't figure it out, they told us what it was. And I still don't remember. I forgot already what the thing is to get out. It was fun, though. I'm not going to lie. It was $5. It was fun. I'll do it again. I obviously won't remember what the thing is because I don't even remember what the code word was. But it was still fun. Definitely something that if you got some time and you got an extra $5, go do it. I noticed they weren't really selling any merchandise for the event. I'm glad that last year I got the t-shirt. So hopefully they get back and ramp it up. I hope that they get some more designs for Halloween. Just because, like, I love collecting merchandise. You know, hats, stuff like that. And speaking of which, we're getting ready to get t-shirts made for Hauntapolooza. And make sure, before we get out of here, and I give you my review, my total, like, you know, what I think of it and all that. Don't forget to go to the Hauntapolooza Podcast website. Just go to the hauntapoloozapodcast.com. And we're going to start gearing up a lot of stuff. The podcast is coming soon. So without further ado, I am giving Fright Kingdom Be Mine Forever a 5 out of 5. It was awesome. No Congo line. Everything was great. The food was phenomenal. Hopefully they just keep doing what they're doing. And hopefully over time they change up some scenes. I'd like to see what they could do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, switch out a room and do something crazy. Just to see what they could do. Because this is the haunt that I always talk about. That always has that. All the other haunts in New England are always looking at, like, thematic-wise, like, hey, we want to be thematically in the builds just as good as this place. Because the place is phenomenal. It's like walking onto a movie set. And all these rooms and all this stuff. It's amazing what they do. And what they can do. And how the actors are. It's crazy. And I'm hoping that I can work more. I talked to the owner and I said, hey, podcast going to be start doing soon. So it's either going to be the owner is going to send somebody up over here and we're gonna rock out with Fright Kingdom on the podcast. and we'll see what happens. But yeah, the owner, he's a hot ticket. He's a hot ticket, and he walked up to us and he's like, "Oh, what do you think?" And and he knows the little bit of gripes. I'm like, this place is awesome. I just wish, and it's not like me trying to be like, I'm entitled and I need this. It's just I'm like, dude, like, this is banging, this is amazing, this is awesome. I just wish this little tweak of the music or something. It's something stupid, minuscule. It doesn't ruin the experience. It's just my personal preference. Like I said during Christmas, it's just something that I like, I enjoy. Like if Fright Kingdom was mine, that music would be pumped. And maybe it's just because of the actors and the hearing, and you don't want to like make them deaf, but I think I still would make them deaf. Be like, look, you want to work here? I know you gotta be whatever, but that's what I would do. I would just crank it up, and the reason why it's such a thing, the times that I've gone through it during Halloween, when that music was cranked and you had all those crazy actors in that area, let me tell you, it is so intense. You can feel it. You can feel your heart racing. It's just crazy. Now I get like half of that, but it's still good. It's still entertaining, and I'm still having a good time. So it's not really taken away. Just kind of wish it was up, just to kind of ramp it up and just give me that little extra of what I want. That's all I want. And it's not my haunt. It's not for me to turn the volume up. That's all. That's just my little quirk. That's all. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here, and I will see you guys next time. Until we meet again. Stay freaky, y'all. Peace.